She is so activated, it's like a Real Housewives episode right now. Hello. Why did I put greetings? Hey, let's just pause right here for a second. We are going off grid, off screens, off all the things. That almost rhymed. For the week because I need to do that. And we're gonna start this off with two things. First of all, we are gonna bake. We are gonna make banana bread. I have some overripe bananas that I definitely forgot about. And now I've remembered. We're gonna do that. And I'm also sickly, so we are going to make apple, orange, lemon, maybe if I have them, ginger shots for the week. Because I'm gonna battle these demons, okay? The goblins have turned to gremlins in here. I don't know what's going on, but baking will fix that, I'm pretty sure. And the second thing that we need to talk about is these peepers, okay? Because thank you so much to the sponsor of today's video. Thank you so much to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring this portion of today's vlog. Pair Eyewear is an online glasses brand that not only makes getting your new pair of glasses super easy and affordable, and being able to do it from the comfort of your home is like top notch, but they also are incredibly customizable. These ones are definitely the most customizable glasses I think I've honestly probably ever owned, and I really like that aspect to them. So I am currently wearing the Peyton base glasses in tortoise. And I have a few tops that go on top of these to give it a different look or just a different effect in general. One of them I have is the polarized black sun top, which is the absolute perfect thing to just snap on into place when I'm going on an audiobook walk in the park. I have been loving to do that. And because the time of year that it is, I also got the Winter Village with iridescent glitter top because I think it's just perfect for the time of year. It is so cute as well. And then I rounded it out with Acorn to Moss gradient top frame, which I think just gives a very cute, cozy, foresty look to the glasses. And it's just a little bit different than what I usually would pick for glasses, but not so much that I don't have a bunch of clothes that would match it. It kind of goes with my wardrobe very well. And now is the perfect time to try Pair and save up to 30% off. Click the link in my description to shop Pair Eyewear's largest sale of the year and use my code oliviareadsalatte15 to get a free gift with your purchase. Thank you once again to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring this portion of the vlog. Okay, so now we need to get all the things out for le baking. I did have to place an order to get some baking soda because we didn't have any. So I have that. I have my vanilla extract. I have my, this is my favorite bread. Okay. Bread flour. It's what I use for my sourdough and what I use for anything else because I'm not going to go buy anything else. So yeah, we get it at Costco. It's great. Costco and the bread flour. What else? What else? Oh, I just have the world's biggest bag of brown sugar. And I love her because I love brown sugar. And that is what we need for that. Now let me consult the recipe. It is a sourdough one, which is why I'm quite excited. I've never made a sourdough banana loaf, so we're gonna see about that. I also feel like walnuts would have been better. I probably don't want to put pecans in a banana loaf. I don't know why, it just feels like I don't want to do that. Okay. So I also have my incredibly, she is so activated, it's like a Real Housewives episode right now. Oh, I can't smell it at all. She's ready. This is my sourdough starter. We're gonna need 100 grams of her. So did I make too much? Yes. Should I got Whatever, dude. Should I have gotten more bananas? Probably. I did not, though. Because I didn't think I would be making more than one loaf. So this is what I have. What is happening? Hello? Good morning? How are you? We have a banana. That's not all we have, though, for the bananas. Don't worry. I have the rest of my unwell bananas that are going to be real well in just a second. We have 1 egg, 2 eggs. It says 2 large eggs, but I find that to be a bit subjective. And then lastly, we have oranges, apples, and ginger. That we will do last. I am not doing turmeric this time, you'll notice, because truly it was my bad, but I don't want to deal with it still. And then we have the milk of choice. Okay, so let's make sure that we have everything. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Okay, butter obtained. So we need bananas. Check. Brown sugar. Check. Pure. Vanilla extract. Check, check. We have the 2 large eggs. Subjectively checked. We have my active sourdough starter. Yeah. We have all-purpose flour. Whatever. This is going to count. Baking soda. Check. Those are famous last words. Sea salt. You're resting on it. Milk of the soy variety. Protein. Neutral flavored oil. Hey, so what the hell does that mean? 1 second. I have to consult the cook of the house because I don't know what that means. Hey, look at this. That is beautiful. I'm going to keep that on there. No one gets in. Okay, we're back in action. Up here, buddy. Oil. Fabulous. Now, I bought these glass dishes because I don't know why they reminded me of my grand, so I did. For some reason, I remember banana bread and pumpkin bread when we would visit her in a glass dish. Couldn't tell you why, but I was like, you know what? Okay. So I found these, and they come with this lid. Obviously, don't put this in the oven, guys. I don't know if you know. Don't do that. But it's like perfect to cover it because I hate using like aluminum or plastic wrap over it. Why? Not for any real reason, just because it kind of bothers me. So let's do this. I think it's gonna go well. I'm gonna push you back just a little bit, okay? And I just need space. You know what I need to get? I need to get a glass bowl. That would be a vibe. That would look great. That would probably look better than what I'm about to do, but this is all I got. You know what? Also, I had to go and repurchase the battery extender. I used the Osmo DJI Pocket 3, which the price has gone down, which is good because it went like way up for a little bit there. But that's what I use to vlog now, and I love it. But I got the creator bundle, so it's a little bit more expensive because it came with an extended battery thing, and then like the tripod like feet. This is feet. And it was so nice. So nice that I put it somewhere that I knew I would remember, and now I've forgotten. So she's on the way. Yay. Because I want to be able to put you guys in my cabinet. Let's see if I can do it. Because I did it the other time when I was baking bread one day, and it looked really cute. I was like, oh my god, she's a vlogger girl. But I don't know how I did that. To be honest, it was very much giving alpha defying gravity. So we'll see if I can make that magic happen. Did I tell you I found the butter? I did. I don't need it though, because I prefer using this much more. Now, let me see if I can put y'all in this cabinet and what that's going to look like. Okay, so the bread is in the oven, and now I need to do this.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
Now, Ginger, please. We are playing science. This is very serious business. Here is my, this was originally white, and then turmeric, and it met. And it is no longer. But let me put you back up on the bird's eye view. Now we put this into all of these.
I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me.
Okay, oh wow, okay, it's that what? Alright. Everything looks just a little bit crazy right now. So, I got the juice shots finished. I got the bread out. Everything is cooling now. And it is only 1 p.m. I really thought it was later in the day. I guess I am glad, because now I have time to like chill out and read, which is nice. And I will say, I feel a lot better now that I actually got up and did something. Oh my gosh, on the Roku TV, Kangaroo Jack is going by slowly. Do y'all remember Kangaroo Jack? I remember the rap song. To the hip, hop, hippie, hippie to the hip, hip, hopping it, don't stop. Anyways, I do need to shower. I think that will like round off the feeling better. But just getting up and doing something. And then also I posted my video, and I talked in that one, the vlog, about how I've been so anxious about filming and everything. Like even during, when I was baking, I was like, ugh, I should delete these. I don't know why. I just was feeling anxious about it, and I was like, oh, I should take them out. Oh, I should delete them. But I think that they're cool. Like I really like when people are baking in their vlogs, and I am starting to like baking. And I find it very cool to film it. Also because at some point I'll be able to look back and be like, girl, what were you doing? And I can see the change in how much I've been baking, you know? So I really like it. But my brain is just like red lights flashing, like, do not enter, do not proceed. And I'm like, girl, but why? And then it's like, I don't know, what if? But then I read some comments on the vlog, and y'all are all very sweet and very kind. And one specifically was like, you kind of have to put the goblins in their place sometimes. And I feel like that's true. I feel like that's literally, that is just like a casual way of saying you just have to kind of let the hot thoughts, the OCD obsessions, the anxiety spirals exist, and you have to keep on living. And I get it. I understand it in theory, but in practice it's like, oh, I have to do it now? Oh dear. So we're gonna try to do it, okay? Okay, so I'm very happy. I finished my Read It or Unhaul It episode, so that is coming. It should be out by the time that y'all are seeing this, so that is nice. I think I'm gonna start another one. Not yet. I want to read some aardvark books, I think. Yeah, I was gonna start another Read It or Unhaul It because for some reason a reading vlog feels safer because there's like structure, and there's also not a lot of I saw another creator that I watch, Georgia Richards. She was just talking about how sometimes when you put your life online, it's very vulnerable. And sometimes it gets very overwhelming. And I feel like that's kind of how I feel. Like with a reading vlog, it's just my reading comments. So it's like if you have whatever to say about that, that's not very scary. But if I'm doing this and someone comments like something about, I don't know, me as a human, I'm just like, oh my god, what if it's true? And it's like, girl, they don't know you. But still. So I say that to say this. I am trying to exposure therapy my way out of it, I guess, and film these anyways, because I really like them. Like, at the end of the day, I enjoy them. And I know a lot of y'all enjoy them too. So why am I literally letting my brain create scenarios in which I have to abide by these made up things? Sometimes I am just too much. But I think what I'm going to do, instead of like kind of just defaulting to the comfort of a reading vlog or whatever, we're going to do this. And I'm going to pick up one of my aardvark books. Now, let us go select which one, because I'm very excited. And it's not on the TBR, and I don't care. Because it is part of my challenge that I'm doing for... What is that called? It's like read what you own. Here, we're going to take another seat, because I actually need to explain to you this challenge. And I don't want to do it standing up, because I don't know how long this is going to take me. So, basically... This is a challenge kind of thing that I saw from Criminali. I really love this idea. You basically sign yourself up to read a certain number of books before you can just go buy more books. So it's effectively a book buying ban with a challenge aspect to it, and I like that idea a lot. So I put myself in my head for, this is arbitrary, but it feels very real to me, and that's gonna work. I put myself down for, 100 books. So I have to read 100 books that I own. And not necessarily do I have to stop buying them, because I know Fairy Loot I am skipping as many as I can that I know I'm not going to read anytime soon. But those subscriptions are so hard to get back on, and I do find so many books that I really like from them that I think it's worth it. And then for Aardvark, that's like my route to new releases aside from the library. With that being said, though, any books I get from Aardvark from now on, so November 1st. So November's book that I ordered is not that, because I ordered them. Y'all, please. So starting now, going forward, until I read 100 books, any of the Aardvark books or Fairly books that I do get in the mail, if I read them, they don't count towards my 100 books read goal before I unlock buying books again, if this makes sense. So this is going to go well into next year, which is fine, because I need to read the books that I own. I feel like that's the goal. That's kind of been the theme of a lot of my videos, is just to like read what I own. Plus, I don't really need to be spending money in this current state of affairs, so this came at a very perfect time to me. I think I'll do a marker of, like, I know that I'm not buying books right now in November, but just to make it a very clear, definitive thing, I'm going to say it starts for me on December. No buying. I'm not going to buy anything this month. I already know I'm not. I don't have any new releases I want to buy. I don't have any... like book box books that I'm gonna buy. The only thing I have is I already got the Fairy Loot YA, and I think I skipped the adult, and then I bought 2 Aardvark books. So that's 3 books for this month, and I'm fine with adding that. But I'm just saying that because I am gonna say that if I read those, then they count towards my goal. So any books that I get starting December 1st, which Aardvark drops on the 1st, so Aardvark books next month, I can read them, but they don't count towards the goal. Ollie says this all in a much more succinct and wonderful way with a great accent. So if you would like to go find out more about that, link down below as always. And then also, I'm in such a chatty mood. I was watching, her name is Taylor, and link down below. Okay, that is the theme. And she basically was doing a vlog where she is like, I'm done being addicted to my phone. And y'all, I'm only like 5-7 minutes in, but I have realized I'm so on my phone still. And if you've been here for a while, you know I don't have TikTok. I don't have Instagram. I don't have any social media apps aside from YouTube. Guess who started watching YouTube Shorts? I don't even want to talk about it. Honestly, saying that out loud is quite embarrassing. But we're exposure therapying ourselves out of these things. I am putting this on the internet. I've started watching YouTube Shorts. I know. I don't know. But I do know I need to stop. Because this is ridiculous. We're getting to a weird place. And I know what it is. I think it's objectively easier to take in short form content. And I think that my brain doesn't like to sit with its thoughts. Duh. Like, Dolores is really churning out some deep, dark things. And I don't really want to think about them. But I think what I need to do, instead of when I am, like, having a little spiral or a hot thought moment, you know, when the first, like, I don't want to call it an onset, because I don't think that's the proper word, but I can't think of anything closer. But when you first get an actual intrusive thought and you're like immediately like, oh, I don't want to think that. Who would think that? Da, 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 da. And then the obsession starts. I think what I need to do instead of going straight to the short form content so that I can start inputting that and not thinking about my thoughts is I need to just go pick up a book or journal. Actually, the former, the latter. Hello, good morning. The latter is what I think I need to do, is journal and then pick up a book. Something that is slower paced. And it's like, listen, basically what I need to tell my brain is like, keep it cool, dude. Because if you keep absolutely flipping out every single time these thoughts happen, your brain is going to think that it means that it needs to flip out every single time. Hello. So, yeah, basically I'm treating myself the same way we do for Jake and Thunder. I'm just giving like a little treat every time the thunder happens so that we can rewire his brain that like, oh no, Thunder's actually our friend. And I put on a weighted cozy blanket for him. And I think that means I need to also get myself a weighted cozy blanket and give myself treats every time the thunder is in my brain. Thunder thoughts. Oh my god. Yeah, the thunder thoughts. That's what we're gonna call them. I like those better than hot thoughts. The thunder thoughts. Because they are like rumbly and just kind of like there and you're not sure when the next one's coming, but you know it will. You know? I feel like that's good. But let's go look at what we're gonna read. Here's my little brave thunder boy. He's so cute. Oh, hi, buddy. Okay, here is the Aardvark shelf. So these are the two newest editions. And I am kind of in the mood for this one because it is a sci-fi futuristic Great Gatsby. Wow, does that not sound so good? I want that one. I want this one. This one's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and look at the little people in the thing. Oh, it looks so cute. So I kind of want both of these. These sound good, and then these three sound good. Oh, and these two sound good. I think I just finished a cozy mystery. I just finished one of the Thursday Murder Club books, so this is a little too close to a similar vibe. So I think more over in this area. I think I'm gonna do this. It just feels right. And look how gorgeous that cover is. My god. Ooh. Okay, there it goes. I did keep the bookmark that we got in here. One in each copy of the books. So I can use it while I'm reading. I love their bookmarks. hello, good evening, how are you? I'm good. I have been catching up on the Great British Bake Off. I have been chilling in bed with Jake and Ginger, and now I'm sitting down to start Local Heavens, and I realized I wanted to do a little bit of a reading challenge this week. I really want to get off of my phone. It is the devil's tool, and I feel like I am ensnared, and I need it removed. It's just the worst. So, I am going to do a screen time swap vlog. This version, though, is inspired by Sid, and I guess I'm just linking down all my faves below. But she posted her weekly reading vlog today, and it was screen time swap, but with the pickups instead of hours, which I feel like is just so much more doable, and it's kind of fun to have a different version of things. So, my first day is 62 pages. Oh, I tried to lie. One page. It is 63 pages, and I think that's very doable. I looked at all the days that I would have just to really see if this is something I could do, or if I was just gonna be frustrated because I failed a challenge I set for myself that's arbitrary and means nothing. And I definitely can manage it. I think what I'm gonna do to make it just a tad challenging is I have to read these pages physically, because my audiobook listening is so sporadic, first of all, but it would be so easy for me to clear out 50 pages in just like my commute. And I don't really want to do that. I want to be very intentional with when I get home. I clean up, I help make dinner. That probably won't happen. I bake something, I bake a sweet treat after dinner. That will happen. I can bake, I cannot cook. I will clean up the cooking from dinner. That I am capable of doing. Finally do some laundry. We don't talk about that. And then like sit down and read instead of get on my phone and look at the news and doom scroll, because there has never been a time I've walked away from being on my phone for a long time and been like, yeah, that was good. Yeah, let's do that again. So I think I'm also going to challenge myself to watch my YouTubes on the TV if I want to watch them. For this evening, that's not going to happen because my partner will be watching something, and that's fine. But I'm going to continue watching the Sunday uploads that I am catching up on. Is it catching up if they got posted today? I don't know. And I'm going to start Local Heavens. I'm very excited for it. All I know is it's a futuristic, queer, Great Gatsby retelling / inspired. I think it's a retelling. Or maybe a spin on it. I don't really know. I don't know the correct verbiage there. But I do know Gatsby's involved. And I did absolutely love whatever that movie was that had Lana Del Rey's song in it. So I'm excited. I also read The Great Gatsby, and it was fine, but I really do love that Lana Del Rey song. I'm not even joking. So that's going to be on repeat in my head, along with, I don't know, some futuristic kind of music as well, while I read this. And I'm quite excited. It's a very beautiful book, so it's also very pretty underneath. The Aardvark edition, I'll have to show you guys. Hello, you guys. I am just home. I just took a really quick shower. I haven't done my skincare. I can literally feel my face drying out. But we need to talk about how much I have to read today, and I'm a little gagged. 101 pages. Okay, I do think I can do that. What is it going to be with, though? I have 3 books I'm currently reading. Right here. So, sorry, I still have a cough. My Cozy Mystery, last night I got to chapter 16, page 132. I am reading A Crime of Passion Fruit. And I credit this to why I am feeling less anxious. I also think it's all the things my therapist told me to do. So, crazy how that works. But I am really having a good time with this. This is book something in the series. We're getting into it. They're back on a cruise ship for now, and someone has been murdered. Now, I'm also reading The Bands of Mourning, but this is an audiobook, so it does not count towards the page count, which is tragic, because I am almost 300 pages into this, and honestly, I wanted to finish it, but I gotta read with my eyes, not my ears. So, it looks like we'll be getting back into Local Heavens. Now, I did read a little bit more of this today. I am up to page 20, so I emphasis on little, but I am liking this so far. It is super futuristic. The way that they're describing everything, I'm kind of like, what does that look like? So I don't really know, but I'm enjoying it. I just like a strange sci-fi sometimes, and I do like them when they're not like totally taking place in space. I don't know if we go to space in this one, perhaps, but also it's only $20.75 in here. I think it's kind of crazy. This is a very optimistic idea that we would make this much progress, but also a very realistic thing that it would just be all corporate control. Because that's right now. Okay, I also have a package that I got from St. Martin's Press, who is like kind of my favorite group of publishing peoples, because I swear so many of the books I like and I read come from them. But this one in particular, I'm too scared to use the scissors there. I already know what it is. And I am so excited about this because my copy from Illumicrate is so skinny and scrawny. And I'd like to know what's up with that. So this one is not skinny at all. This is true to size, a chunker of a book. And I think I'm going to read this copy. Oh wait, that's a really cool art scene. Oh my god. Oh, there's art prints. You guys. But yeah, this one is like so big compared to my Illumicrate one. Let me pull it off. I just feel like it is. This one feels heavier though. That's for sure. But like, are they even really that different? Not really, but kind of. I feel like there is a little slight difference, but not a huge one actually, now that I look at it. But it just feels like it. Maybe Empire of the Damned was just that much longer. I really don't know. But I have to say, I do still really enjoy the US covers. I just don't have them. I have the UK covers, and I have the UK covers of pretty much all his books that I've read. And the ones with Amy Kaufman, which I need to finish. I was just thinking about Aurora Rising the other day, so hopefully I pull that out in the read or unhaul soon. But this is really tiny font. Like, this is kind of getting to me. Like, it's this tiny font, and it's thin. No, they're not too thin. They're not Bible thin. They're like Bible thin with texture, almost. Like, I don't know how to describe it really any other way. Oh my god, this is gonna like ruin my day. I'm so excited. Oh, Woodeo commented that I had left this off of my TBR, and honestly, I was just as confused that I left it off my TBR. I'm already a little bit into it, though. Where am I? I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm only like 9 pages in, but I'm excited for this. Personally, I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be upsetting in the best way possible, so let me add that to my stack of book boxes I need to break down. But the art, oh my gosh. Okay, is any of this a spoiler? Yeah, that's kind of a spoiler. Yeah, that's what's not a spoiler? Well, these I feel like you can't even really tell what's going on, so I'll just show you these. So there's that one, and there's this one. He's just kind of having his little vampire breakdown, you know how we all do. But those are those two. The other ones have spoilers to like relationships that are revealed or form in the book. So I'm not going to show you those because I don't want to spoil them for you. But how exciting. How exciting. I think I'm gonna take this with me and I'm gonna put it on the TBR shelf because I do have that floppy paperback copy, but I really want to read this one. So now, look what our TBR has turned into. I think we could do it. I am delusional enough to believe that. I don't think it'll happen. I think I could do it though. I don't think I will, but I do think I could. I also want to start The Alchemy of Secrets, is that what it's called? The new Stephanie Garber book this week. Like, once I finish, well, here's the thing. This is my bedtime book when I'm needing, like, a calm down before bed, so that might happen because it's on my Kobo, so that works. When I finish this, my next audiobook is just going to be The Lost Metal because I really want to get into it and see what's going on. Then I want to finish this, obviously, because I've started it, and I am very intrigued and in a sci-fi mood. But I do anticipate that once I am done with this, I'm going to want fantasy. But I'm in the mood for, like, a historical fantasy and, like, an epic fantasy. And this feels a little bit more epic, and then An Alchemy of Secrets is historical. So, yes. And listen, could I come back to you with an entirely different list of books? Yeah. Yeah, I could. And I may. Stay tuned. Who really knows what I'll get up to? Not me. Not you. All I know is all the books in this room are my TBR for the next year or two, however long it takes me to do this, because we have got to get it under control, babes. We just do. But I am gonna go eat dinner. We're having, my partner is making burrito bowls, so that's fabulous. And then I'm gonna watch probably a YouTube video and get to reading. Since I have 100 pages, I really just kind of got to jump into it before I get too sleepy. This will be my right before I go to sleep book, though, because it is very calming to read. And it's like not stressful in any way. Like, I'm not stressed. All the characters that I'm attached to, I know are going to be fine. So it's like the perfect thing, but it's intriguing enough because it's a mystery. So that's the perfect one. And then, but what I'm going to read for right now is Local Heavens. That is my plan. So let's go get into it. Oh, also I got my tripod back for my camera. Can you tell? Can you tell that you're lifted up a little bit? I do need to charge it. I wonder if you could hear that. I had to peel this sticker off. I wonder if you can... I just said that. Okay, good night. Y'all, I totally forgot. I've also been reading Quicksilver again. So, I started on page 201, and I'm ending, that's chapter 14, and I'm ending within chapter 16. So I read 32 pages of Quicksilver. So I am absolutely counting that towards today's goal. So, let's do some quick math. I need to read 69 more pages, and I actually am more in the mood to go with my cozy mystery because I really want to read more in this series. I would love to get caught up with it and just have that like one cozy mystery to look forward to every time they come out. I know that won't happen because I'll just find another one to be obsessed with, and I need to get back into the Jana De Leon Louisiana Longshot one. She just emailed. She lost her husband a year ago, and I was expecting, like, we were gonna hear from her, obviously, but I did not think she was gonna write a book anytime soon, for obvious reasons, I feel. But she said that she wrote one, and it is coming out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have to put off continuing with the series any longer because she's written another one, so then I have that one to look forward to. So I think I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read this, and honestly, I could probably finish this tonight, but I will aim to get to chapter 25, which is I'm at page 132 right now. That put me at 199, so that's definitely over the page count I need, but that's okay. But this would be probably the part where we're finding out, like, who done it and all the things, so maybe I'll finish it. I don't know. It is only 6 p.m., but it surely feels like 8, and I think I could definitely... My Kobo says that I would finish this in 2 hours, so on guard. We are so back, baby. Turns out I just needed a wheel and a challenge. Now, I predicted the future yesterday, and that's kind of crazy of me. I did end up putting down our big sci-fi Gatsby time because I am just not in the mood for it right now. It's a little bit more sci-fi with like a literary writing style. What does that mean, Olivia? Like a lit-ficky writing style, which I do like, but I'm just not in the mood for it like I thought I was. I think I'm actually more in the mood for fantasy. So I am picking up Alchemy of Secrets. Yeah. I also, last night, I saw the Goodreads Choice Awards. And I was like, well, no way I can do that. I literally am so busy these days. Like, if I couldn't do it when I was doing only this, there's no way I can do it when I am not doing only this. But then I got to thinking, what if I just adjusted it to where I could do it? And then I did that. So, it may or may not be being filmed currently. And it will be out to you next month. Exciting! I am about to embark on breakfast. I'm debating if I want to empty out the beans in my espresso machine to make a decaf coffee. I don't know if I want to do that. I might do that later today because it kind of sucks to do and it's always annoying and it never likes me. And I kind of have a head cold again, so I don't really want to mess with it. But I just thought I would relay the good news because I'm quite excited about this. And I'm also just like excited about reading a new Stephanie Garber book, obviously. But I'm going to go feed Jake and Ginger because they are lurking behind me. I can feel them. Hello. I am back. I think I did not tell you guys how many pages I had to read today. So let us head back and do that really quick. I need to read 109 pages. Oh no. So currently I'm on page 253 of Quicksilver. I read a chapter and a half of this and it's going well. I am still enjoying it. This may be the book I go with because I am feeling very like, I have a bit of a headache and I'm tired. But I also am kind of in the mood to read this. And I have read 22 pages of it so far. I'm only on chapter 3. But I am intrigued. So we'll have to see. There's that one. And then my final one you already knew. Yeah. Another one, Bites the Crust. This is the next book in the Cozy Bake Shop Mystery series. So those are the little updates. We did a real quick rundown right there. I'm very proud. I think I just need to eat something, and I think an emergency Coke may be required to fix this headache, but I do think I'm in the mood for this. I don't really know why. I am recording a Patreon vlog because this is a book club book, and basically it's just if you've read this book, read it with me. I'm going to update you every single thought I had, and if you haven't read it or you don't want to read it, well, if you haven't read it and you want to read it, don't watch it yet because I'm spoiling every single second. But if you don't want to read it, my goal is to make it to where I describe so much of this book to you, you could still put it on your Goodreads read shelf. So I like those vlogs. I've pretty much read, I don't know, upwards of 20 Michael Connolly books. Is that who that man is? Because of Monty's Patreon this month and last month. So I enjoy those because I'll never read those books, and it feels like I'm getting an update about them. Because I am getting an update about them, but it feels like I'm reading them because I know literally everything that happens, and I think that's kind of fine. But I'm gonna go so that I can get unready, basically, and chill, read, and do the things. I also am gonna make some stuff for the Goodreads vlog. So those are the plans for the evening. Hey guys, long time no freaking see, dude. That's my bad. I just didn't film for 2 days, and honestly, I missed you. How are you doing? It's been about 10 seconds since you last saw me, but that's okay. I just filmed the outro for the Reader Unhaul episode that is going up on Sunday, and I unhauled 2 of the books, and I kept, 5 of them, which is a good, I like that. I want to keep the books I have because I want to have liked them, but I want them to get out of my house. So, I'm so torn. What I'm really torn with is what to do with these books, especially with where do I unhaul these? I don't want to just toss them into the free little library. I feel like these are a little bit more serious, but I did want to go over the library loans shelf with you guys because I actually probably should go over to my phone and see when these are due, but I don't know. Okay, so Aaron, get to tapping. I'm bringing up Miss Moon. So I want to read this now. Why do I always want to read this when I can't read this? I am still reading Alchemy of Secrets. Great. Having a good freaking time, I'd even say. By the way, I've hit my page count goal since we've not seen each other. So that's really why I haven't updated, actually. I was trying to think of something funny to say, and I got nothing, turns out, so sorry. But yeah, so I really want to read this, but I can't because I'm doing my Goodreads vlog, and I really want to do it, and I'm having a good time with it. I am upset. I had to change the TBR a little bit because of just some reviews of books I'd seen, and I'm like, oh, those are just things I objectively don't like in books. This isn't gonna work for me. So that's upsetting, but I think we have a set TBR. I just made it. I was like, you know what? Let me just make this easy for myself. My Goodreads TBR is basically just books that I own that are on the Goodreads list. We're gonna read them. So there's that. But I want to read this bad. So I'll have to see if I can check that back out again. It's feeling like an end of December book though, because at the end of December, okay, so November and December are pre-2026, right? Right. The last week-ish of December, like basically after December 26th to the end, okay? And then some of January is still December. I don't even know what to tell you there. Like the New Year's Day is not December, but then the other days of January that fall in the same week, they're still December. Whatever. I just feel like this book would be perfect for that because I'm done. I've given up. I'm not going to try to read a bunch of books. I kind of want to like settle out my year, but I don't know if I want to start my year with this book. Maybe I do. I don't know. So I'm going to figure that out at some point in my life. Not right now. Now, my other books that I have out. I have out Soul Searching, but this is a paranormal romance, and I don't know anything about it other than Shay read it and liked it, so I said, okay, let me go get it, which is not always a safe bet, but sometimes it can be. And then I have Heavenly Bodies. This one I am going to be reading soon. I really want to read it soon, and it sounds good. I did start it on my Kindle, and I really liked what I read, but again, I'm just showing these to you because I want to read all these books, right? Right. But I can't read all these books right now because I have to read the Goodreads books, but I can talk about them and maybe that will fulfill something. I don't know. I have Silver Cloak. Oh, I think I just didn't even bring you guys to this library haul, like when I went to the library. I don't know anything about this either, but... Hey, you guys. Welcome to my car. We're now in my car. Midway through that chat, we had to go to the store and grab chicken for Jake, because let me tell y'all about what Jake has taken to doing. It's called playing me, because he was being so finicky with his food, which he has always been a picky boy, but he was just like going on a full-on strike, and so obviously the vet was involved, and she was like, just mix some chicken in with his food and he'll eat it just fine. Because obviously the food that we give him is specific and he needs everything that's in that specific food. Duh. And now he eats it fine. But if there isn't chicken, he's like, but y'all know that I know what I need to do to get this done. So, we are now at the grocery store at 6:30 getting the chicken to make it for his dinner. But what was I saying before we came out here? I can't recall. I do want to read more of Alchemy of Secrets. I am on page 206. Oh, I need to record my review of one of the Patreon book club books, The Possession of Albadia, so I can edit that tomorrow and get it up, the reading blog. So that is also on my mental to-do list, but there was something else. Well, I'll just tell you. So I'm wearing my To Whatever End shirt, and my close friend who I work with, she is reading Throne of Glass for the first time. She just finished Queen of Shadows, I believe, and I'm like, tell me everything! But it is making me want to reread Throne of Glass in a way that is diabolical. Like, I need it spiritually. Which I think is why I wanted to read When the Moon Hatched, because it did give me very mild Selena vibes at the beginning. Then the other one, another one of the teachers is reading Red Rising for the first time. And I'm just like, oh wow, are you having the best time? Don't worry, you won't be forever. Yeah. And now I'm like, what about Lightbringer? No. I forgot. You guys, I finished The Bands of Mourning today. Clap if you care. I am so excited about that. It was such a good freaking book. 4 stars. Thank you, Brandon. It was exactly what I needed. I went to my little Libby app and I popped on The Lost Metal right after. So I will be starting that maybe this weekend if I have time. More likely I'll be starting it next week, but I'm very excited to finish out this era. And then I'll probably take a little breather, and then it's Wind and Truth, baby. And I did read 500 pages of that already, and I remember all of it so freaking vividly, it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna go back and reread the very beginning. Maybe I'll just reread the whole thing. I think I'm gonna do that. I just love it so much, and it's the only book we're gonna have for 10 years. So speaking of that, you guys, in this pre-2026 time, I am going to be better than I have been in past years, and I've decided I'm going to get on my little routine for exercise again before the new year hits. That way I'm not only motivated by the fact that it's the new year, but also because I've been doing it. So my goal is going to be simple. I'm going to go back to the basics. It's going to be drinking water and hitting my step count. I think I'm going to start my step count at 7,500 and just see what we can do with that, because that would be the equivalent of probably like a 15-20 minute walk after dinner. And I just think my thing is I need to make sure that I keep up the momentum and the habit of it. Not so much that I also need to build up how much I'm walking. Like, that's just normal. Like, duh. But my thing is, if I'm not motivated, I'm not going to do it anyways. So, with that being said, we need to get our lives together. Lads, lasses. How are we going to do that? I don't know.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life.
Hello, you guys. Good morning. How are you? So I just filmed my review for the Alba Diaz book, and that will be what I edit today at the coffee shop. And then I did just record like a little update for Alchemy of Secrets because I do plan to finish that one today. But we just kind of had a chill, lazy, hang out, watch TV night last night, which was actually pretty nice. Like, I really liked it. I did not read anything else, so I don't know if I met my goal or not, but this is a realistic weekly vlog. When are they not? I know, like, but that's what we're going to call it so that I don't care that I didn't meet my goal, because I am competitive with who? Myself, pretty much only, but it's fine. We'll do it today. So, speaking of that, I'm reading Alchemy of Secrets, and once I finish that, I think I'm just going to go rogue on this Goodreads vlog, and y'all will see the books that I read when I read them for that one, because that frees me up to read 2 books again. And y'all know I love to do that. So I think I've picked which one I'm going to read. Do y'all want to see? This is the one that we'll talk about together. Oh my gosh. That looks weird. But it's from my actual TBR, and it's been there for a while. She's a TBR veteran, as the girls say. I don't know why they say it. I don't really get it, but yeah. So it is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I have been wanting to read this. This looks like such a fall book. I don't have anything to back that up. With my luck, it takes place in spring. But I really don't care because it still just feels like a fall book. I love that it's got deckled edges. I think it's so cutesy. And yeah, so we are going to go have breakfast. There is a vegan place. And then we are going to go to probably just one of the coffee shops that are around there and do some studying. I'm going to do a lot of editing. And that's the plan there. Oh, y'all, why am I starting this when I have to finish Quicksilver? Well, don't let me lie. I'm going to put this on the... I'm not going to put it on the bedside table because every time I do that, I think it's like a curse. So I am going to continue. Is that superstition or magical thinking? I don't know. My therapist isn't here, so I don't have to talk about it. Here we go, buddy. I'm going to bring this. So let's go.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
Hello guys, I am home. I just did like a rapid fire cleaning because I am not feeling very good physically. Mentally, y'all, I've cured my anxiety, so no big deal. It's just groundbreaking. Obviously kidding, but I have had probably the lowest anxiety week I've had in quite some time, so that's my celebration dance. All right, so while we were at the park, I decided that I was going to listen to an audiobook at the, truly, my partner is the mastermind, and decided that would be a good idea, and I was not going to be left out of an audiobook time. So they were listening to, I'll describe it for you, but I can't remember the name. It's something Justice. It is a ship's AI is seeking like revenge / justice because their entire crew got taken out. I want to say auxiliary, but I feel like that's not the right word. Isn't that like with your speakers? I don't know. Oh, I need to water these plants. Okay, anyways, what we need to do, truly, is update these books so I can go sit in bed. Because today, unfortunately, I'm going to change out of this. I'm actually going to go take a shower. I think that would feel good. And then I'm going to change my shirt, sit in the bed with the heating pad. Because it's just, that's where we're at today. And you know what? That's fine. Because I just vacuumed the whole house, took out a bunch of the trash for the bins, and got that taken care of, which is nice. And the dishes are going right now. Cleaning the espresso machine. But honestly, I don't know why on the days that I feel the worst, I'm like, no, but I have to clean everything. And I think it is because it makes me feel better when the house is clean, but also, girl, why right now? Why right now? I don't know. The sun is coming in quickly. It's like kicking me out. I started this. This is what I was getting at. I started this while we were at the park. And, well, not started. I started back into it. Because now I was on chapter 14. Now I think I read 2 chapters. Because I am on part 2 of this one. I think I'm just here. I'm in the middle of 16 somewhere. I'm not really sure where exactly. I think at least. I might be on 17. Oh, yes. Yes, I am on chapter 17, because Donut mentioned a vegetable. I remember that. Okay, 163 is where I'm at. I was going to listen to The Lost Metal, and I had it checked out. I had it ready to go. But then I was like, okay, here's my thing. I'm reading through Mistborn Era 2. Number 1, because it's good, and everybody's a liar. It's a great time. Number 2, because I want to read Wind and Truth, but I need to finish this off before I do that. Okay, fine, for sure, whatever. I don't want to read The Lost Metal right now because I am in the mood for it. And I don't think it would burn me out after having just finished The Bands of Morning. But I doubt that I would be good to go for Wind and Truth after The Lost Metal in a row. And Wind and Truth I'm going to read with my eyes. I'm not going to read it physically. But for audiobooks, I just need to be a little bit more careful because I can burn myself out on the characters and the narrator, and then that's bad because the narrator can narrate many things. So I'm going for a little bit of a more silly, goofy audiobook for this week. Although I will say this is like, is it silly, goofy, or is it just deeply unserious? I think it's both. Actually, there are some serious themes in here, to be honest, but it is like a fun time, whereas Wax and Wane is like silly, goofy, but it is not always hee hee ha ha. And I feel like that's how I feel about that. So here's the audiobook for the week. I then am about to sit down. I have less than 100 pages in Alchemy of Secrets, so I will be finishing that today. I'm on page 250, and there are 322 pages. So that's what I'll be doing. And then once I'm done with that, we're going to hop, skip, and jump back over to a book you cannot read. There it is, Quicksilver. This cover has really, truly grown on me. I think I'm going to abandon the physical copy for now, and I'm just going to read it on my Kobo because I don't think I'm going to really feel up to, like, holding up the book. I know that sounds so silly, but listen, pain days are pain days, and I'm just having one. And it's really annoying because it's like right here. So when I have that pain, it like goes up to my neck and gives me a headache. So we may have to go get an emergency Coke because you guys, this is entering into week 3 of no caffeine. Who is she? I quickly fell off of even having matcha. That's the one I'll still have if I need something, but I don't really normally feel like I absolutely need to have something. But we did get decaf beans from Central today because I do want coffee. I enjoy it. But I think I'm going to start making iced coffees again, like actual iced coffees. I want it lighter. Something about espresso and oat milk, or I use soy milk, but I just feel like that combo, like how much milk there is, like the ratio, it's too much. It feels like such a heavy drink. I love a cappuccino though, because I was just thinking after dinner though, that's a lie, because I love to have a decaf latte after dinner, but I don't. I like to have a decaf cappuccino, so my bad. But I'm gonna make it in my little brewy thingy. It's also because I really want to do like a deep inside scrub of my espresso machine just to help like maintain its longevity and give her a little breather. So the water tank has just been scrubbed out and it's drying, and I think I just want to pause on the espresso for now. So we'll be switching over. I know those were like deeply awaited updates about my coffee and my caffeine intake, but I will say, isn't it suspicious and also upsetty spaghetti to know that my lowest anxiety is, for whatever reason, in the same time as my lowest time of caffeine? I will say though, when I have like a little Coke, just a little Coke as a little treat in the afternoon, it doesn't spike my anxiety at all. So it's definitely the coffee. It's definitely that espresso. Well, that's okay. Honestly, I know that a lot of people say that there's such a difference between decaf and caffeine, or what, caffeinated espresso. I must just not have a refined palate like the girls, because I couldn't tell you the difference. Even if I literally had to save my life, I would just be like, well, bye. Like, I don't know the difference. It tastes the same, so that's nice. And also, I've been sleeping better. My little ring is like, girl, wow, last night I slept 10 hours. Granted, I was like unwell, so that's probably why, but it did help restore the stuff. I just need to probably do some like stretches, I think would help. And then just lay down and stop trying to clean everything right now of all times. Because I don't know why I do that, y'all. I really don't. But here is the stack of books that I will be reading. I will probably not be vlogging next week because I'm going to be working on the reading vlogs. And I want to turn like all my focus onto that. But once I'm reading Brimstone, you and I are going to be back, because I think once I finish my Goodreads vlog, how about you and I just head swan diving into Romantasy and Branderson? What if we do that? I'm thinking the end of year, I've hit my Goodreads goal, which is, I don't know why I call it a Goodreads goal, because I don't even have Goodreads, but it's just my reading goal. I hit it. I set it for 52 every year because I'm just not going to be stressed about that. It's just not going to happen. So 52, hit it, love that. And now I'm like, okay, let's get crazy with it. So I think my end of the year, actual end of the year TBR, is probably Wind and Truth, Brimstone, and then Bob's. That's it. That's all I got. I'll actually do a December TBR, and maybe we'll crack out the December, like not December, but the TBR jar, Wheel of Doom again, and like, I don't know, have that going, because I kind of feel like just having a vibey time. But for now, let me go do all the things, shower, and let us get back into whatever the heck this book is, because truly, what are we doing? Hello, you guys. I have finished, let me reach for it, Alchemy of Secrets. I have updated the vlogs that needed the updating, and now I have a new little stack of books. This is the next Goodreads book. There you go. There's a little sneak peek with the edges. And I did go ahead and upload Quicksilver to my Kobo as the next book. I'm 42% in, just gonna have it ready. I think I'll probably end up reading it before bed, but right now I'm feeling pretty good, feeling up, feeling awake. I just want to do some cross stitch while I'm doing this, so I'm going to work on this because once I'm done with that, you can see on this side there's a little bit of blue that I'll need to do. All of the white spaces is the same blue color. But once I get down to the bottom, there is not that anymore, and that is exciting. I would say I'm a little over a third of the way through with the dark blue, so I think that's motivating me as well, and that's good. I'm using 3 strands for the dark blue just because I really want solid, good coverage of it, but I think for all the other colors, I'm going to use 2 strands because I think looking at it on the other ones that I've done, they just look better. The only ones that I will not do just 2 strands will be any white or cream colors, just because I want those to be solid coverage as well. And if there is any black thread used, I will make that 3 strands as well. But the others, they look fine with just the 2, so I'm fine with it. That's my game plan going forward. But for now, I'm going to catch up on my YouTube watch later. There's a bunch of vlogs there. And then perhaps a few of the Patreon videos that have been uploaded I will watch. And then we will get to doing some reading. But I have my heating pad locked and loaded on my shoulder right now. And it is definitely helping, but I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna push it. It's fine. It's totally fine. You know, if this is goodbye, thank you so much for watching. Leave a, I don't know, in honor of the next Goodreads book, a dragon emoji down below. And yeah, make sure you drink your water, stay hydrated, be kind, lead with empathy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Side by side, our fears are done. All the good times just begun.